Hey, and welcome back to another No Hype beer review. So I haven't really explained why I chose the name No Hype for the beer reviews, and basically there's two reasons. The first is I want to review beers that simply don't have any hype. Steam from Anchor is obviously a respected beer, and especially when you think of craft beer and that history, so definitely a respected beer, but no hype around this. But also, when I do review a hyped beer, to really try to separate myself from any sort of hype and really just judge it on its own merits, which obviously can be difficult because we're all influenced by what we hear. And you hear enough praise of something, you are going to go in with that bias that it's good. So those are two reasons I went with no hype beer reviews. So we had a Super Bowl party yesterday, and someone left a couple of these, and I don't remember the last time I had a Steam. I want to say it's like been a decade. It's been a long time. I don't remember this beer much because it was so long ago. Um, back then it was hard to come by craft beer in this market at all. So like these big guys, Anchor, Dogfish had that kind of stuff you could still, you get back then. Um, Sam Adams. I remember like Purple Haze was a really early craft beer I had. So I thought, this would be great. It's kind of like the first one that to me has zero hype that I'm reviewing. And I got my North Brewery glass, who is getting a lot of hype, and they deserve it. So I did not do that on purpose. Um, I didn't do any research on this beer, just what I know, um, from back in the day. The style is steam or like a common um, ale. Nice amount of head on it. Man, it looks beautiful. I kind of got to the point where I was, able to drink like really, really heavy beers and have no problem. And I kind of wanted to reset my palate. So I pretty much stuck to that dry January that some of my buddies do. And it is kind of nice, reintroducing beer into my diet. I am picking up flavors that maybe wouldn't have been extreme enough for me to pick up on. So I'm hoping that translates to this because I imagine it'll be more subtle in flavor than like a bourbon barrel aged. I haven't even started drinking yet. Bourbon barrel aged stout, for example. All right, let's see if I can get anything in the nose here. A little grassy, like that kind of hoppiness is more like earthy, grassy. I actually almost get a little bit of alcohol in the aroma too, which surprises me because it's 4.9. I mean, it's relatively low. Slight citrus, a little caramel, like that sweetness, a little molasses sweetness. Not that molasses is overly sweet, but a little bit of that aroma. Yeah, it smells really good. Yeah, it reminds me of like you know, light sessionable kind of a beer I might get somewhere that does maybe more like traditional European styles. Um, Yeah, it smells lovely. Cheers. Yep, that's really good. I could see myself drinking a few of these on a hot day over the summer. Definitely getting that grassiness in there and very biscuity. The malt is awesome, and I've been doing a lot of like hoppy beers or ones where maybe I don't want to say the subtleness of the malt is forward because that almost sounds like it's not possible with that wording, but the malt in this and that brightness, the biscuitiness, is really coming forward, but it is at the same time very subtle. Yeah, this is refreshing. I kind of got out of the habit of drinking while eating, but this I think would be a really good beer to pair with food that it wouldn't overpower the food. Um, it is a little bright, slight citrusy, so maybe like fish or something that lemon or oranges in the recipe would complement. But yeah, this is really good. I think I'll have to remember this, and this summer I'll have to grab a six pack and enjoy that, maybe on some water. Yeah, Anchor, Steam, very good. No hype around it. Glad to revisit a classic, inspirational beer. Nothing but respect for Anchor and what they've done to craft brewing. Cheers.